Hi, dear students, parents, and all our viewers. A warm welcome to another set of video classes in mathematics. Now we are move on to the topic chapter 7 CBSE class 10 mathematics coordinate geometry. This video is just a revision note. In this video we will cover important terms and concept of chord geometry, distance formula and distance formula using by Pythagoras theorem, section formula, midpoint, centroid of a triangle and area of a triangle. Now come on children, let's move on to the class. Students, look at the figure. Here, two lines are intersecting in perpendicular and O is the intersecting point. In coordinate geometry, the entire area in which the figure comes is called the plane. So, all the graphs are in a plane. Here, these two lines divides the plane in four quadrant, that is four pieces. Here XO X dash and YO Y dash are the lines and which are called the X and Y axis. X axis is the horizontal line and Y axis is the perpendicular line. O is the point of intersection of the axis which is known as the origin. Also, each point on the plane has two values, that is, one is for x-axis and another is for y-axis. Children, two new words, abscissa and ordinate. Abscissa are the values of x measured along the x-axis from O. X has positive values along OX but negative values along OX dash. Similarly, ordinate refers to the values of y measured along with the y-axis from O. Y has positive values along OY but negative values along OY dash. The coordinates of a point are the ordinate pair containing the abscissa and ordinate of a point. For example, A 3, 5. Here 3 is the x value abscissa and 5 is y value ordinate. Now move on to distance formula. Distance between two points on the same coordinate axis. Look at the figure. Here A, B, C, D, 4 points are marked. A, B are in y-axis and C, D in x-axis. The distance between two points are on the same axis, that is x-axis or y-axis, is given by the difference between their ordinates if they are on y-axis, else by the difference between their abscissa if they are in x-axis. In this figure, the distance AB is equal to 6 minus 2, that is 8 units, and also distance CD is equal to 4 minus 8, that is equal to 12 units. Now let's move on to distance between two points using Pythagoras theorem. Look at the figure. Here 2 points P x1 y1 and Q x2 y2. Let's say any 2 points on the Cartesian plane. Draw lines parallel to the axis through P and Q and meet T. Now we get a right angled triangle. Right angle triangle PTQ is a right angle triangle and it's right angled at T. By Pythagoras theorem, what is Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. That is PQ the whole square is equal to PT square plus QT square. That is equal to x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. That is PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So we conclude the distance between any 2 points x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2 is given by d is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, where d is the distance between the points x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2. Dear students, now we move on to the section formula. So consider we have a line segment AB, then a point. Divide the line into 2 segments in a ratio, and the formula to find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment is called the section formula. To find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining 2 given points in a given ratio internally. Now here A and B are 2 points x1 comma x2, x1 comma y1 and B is x2 comma y2. Then P divides the line segment AB and its coordinate is x comma y. Let P divide the join of x comma y1 and B x2 comma y2 in the ratio m is to n. Then the coordinate of the midpoint is mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus 1 comma my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Remember, this formula is very important, so you should by heart this formula. Now let's on midpoint. So the midpoint of any line segment divides in the ratio 1:1 because so equal part that the line segment is divided into 2 equal segments. That's why the ratio is 1:1. The coordinate of the midpoint P of a line segment joining A x1 comma y1 and B x2 comma y2 is given by P x comma y is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Now consider the example. What is the midpoint of the line segment PQ whose coordinates are P minus 3 comma 3 and Q 1 comma 4 respectively? The solution. Given that P 3 minus 3 comma 3 and Q 1 comma 4 are the points of the line segment PQ. Using the midpoint formula. What is the midpoint formula? x1 by x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. That is midpoint of PQ is equal to minus 3 plus 1 by 2 comma minus 3 plus 4 by 2. That's equal to minus 2 by 2 comma 1 by 2. That's midpoint of PQ is minus 1 comma 1 by 2. Now move on to centroid of a triangle. Look at the figure. Here a triangle is given. Its point is A x1 comma y1, B x2 comma y2 and C x3 comma y3. So here the centroid is P x comma y. So if x comma y1, B x2 comma y2 and C x3 comma y3 are the vertices of a triangle ABC, then the coordinates of its centroid P are given by P of x comma y is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Now find the area of the triangle. To find the area of a triangle whose vertices are x1 comma y1 comma x2 comma y2 and x3 comma y3, then the area is equal to 1 by 2 into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. So here you just notice that first point x1, then inside the bracket 2 y coordinates, that's y2 comma y2 minus y3. So x2 and inside the bracket y3 comma y1 and x3 y1 minus y2. So whatever the x value, then the remaining two y values should be in the bracket. That's a simple way. Okay, now let's remember these points. If the points A, B and C we take in anti-clockwise direction, then the area will be positive. If we take in clockwise direction, then the area will be negative. So we always take the absolute value of area calculated. So we will neglect the positive or negative, we will take only absolute value. Therefore the area of triangle is equal to 1 by 2 into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. If the area of the triangle is 0, then the 3 points are collinear. That's all for this video, my dear children. Please study the formulas thoroughly. We will solve some problems in the remaining videos. So first you thoroughly study the formulas of all formulas. Then you can apply formula in the questions and you can easily find out the answer. That's all. Thank you. Please share to your friends. Thank you. Once again, thank you.